optimistic voice for the only pro-choice. It's Rhyme and Reason 786.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why.
Hey there, Tony here, and I'm going to kind of continue the seriousness that I started on the last episode of the Rhyme and Reason podcast, because this is serious. It's the most serious issue facing our nation and the world, and it's not fiscal, it's physical. And it isn't gun control or rock and roll, it's mind control and your very soul. The most serious issue this world faces starts in the heart, which is not to be trusted, by the way, so don't blindly follow your heart. But I want mine to be an optimistic voice in the middle of all the doom and gloom talk, not to diminish the reality of the doom and gloom, but to be a reminder of the hope that we do still have. And back in 2007, I put an optimistic voice to a song called The Belly Song. And the Belly Song celebrates life and how it begins in the belly, so to speak. And, I'm not going to tell you about what's in it. I'll just play it for you. Here it is.
I was in a belly, you were in a belly, we were belly babies once upon a time. Mom was in a belly, Dad was in a belly, we all were belly babies once upon a time. Growing in a belly, sleeping in a belly, kicking in a belly once upon a time. Sisters in a belly, brothers in a belly, they all were belly babies once upon a time. Grandma in a belly, grandpa in a belly, even they were belly babies once upon a time. Laughing in a belly, listening in a belly, dancing in a belly once upon a time.
Oh, there you go, right? We all started right there in the quotation marks belly, right in the belly, in the womb. And I don't know about you, but I dearly love that I'm alive. I mean, don't you love it? I don't take it for granted. Well, not all the time anyway. I get to think and I get to live and laugh and love. And I believe it's every person's right to have those same gifts. Those are gifts. Gifts of time here on earth to be able to think and live and laugh and love. Every person should have those same rights, those same gifts. Every person, and every person began in the womb. Everybody started in the belly. Every person started somewhere, and it wasn't in a hospital. I know they're trying to work out artificial wombs, so to speak, but that's still not where life starts. They have to take some components that come from human beings who came from other human beings who came from other human beings who eventually, going back far enough, came from our Creator. And every person starts life in a mother's womb or every person at least even if they get to that point where they can create an artificial womb where they don't need a human body. It's horrible to even think of, but they're working on it. Even if they get to that point, they still have to have those two components, one from the mother and one from the father. And they can't make those up because life doesn't begin in a test tube. It begins when an egg from the mother is fertilized by the seed from the father. It's one of the easiest things in the world to prove, and where things get muddy for those who are easily confused is how soon you can say that person is a person in the womb. But I'm telling you, that's where it is. I don't have any problem saying that person is a person from their very beginning. And that very beginning is at conception, when one part of the father enters the other part of the mother, her egg, his seed enters her egg, the sperm enters the egg, and it becomes a human being, a one-celled human being, but everything that is needed for that human being to turn into, well, you and me, that's how we all started, every single one of us. So even if you can't say for sure when your personhood begins, you still know without a doubt where it begins. And for now, despite the efforts of those freaky so-called scientists, that's still in the mother's womb. And I know all it took for me to exist outside my mother's womb was for everyone to leave me alone inside the womb and then feed me and water me, so to speak, in there. And mom and dad and doctors and society let me get from point A to point B. And no one chose to abort that life-affirming process. No one did for me, so I got to live. It's just simple biology. It's the simplest lesson there is. And if you still have questions, I question you. I hope you'll join me with your own optimistic voice. And remember that we were all belly babies once upon a time. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Rhyme and Reason podcast, brought to you as always by TonyFunderburk.com. Maker of very uncool stuff over there, and you got to get some right now. I know you're in the mood. Go on over, TonyFunderburk.com. Look for merch, and look for music, and look for books. It's all there. Thank you so much. And as always, remember, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme